Yes.
You can start. Okay? Thank you. Let's start with it.
Ma'am, can I read?
Yeah, sure. Moinuddin, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and be a bit fast so that we can wind it up
Yes.
as fast as possible.
Charging by
Begin.
rubbing. Some
And what is this
objects
rubbing
can.
called? Just a moment. What is the rubbing called
Yes,
as,
ma'am.
better? Friction. What is rubbing called as?
Friction.
Friction. Okay. Start.
Some objects can be charged by rubbing with other objects. When objects are rubbed, they attract light objects like pieces of paper. This process is called charging by friction.
Okay. Example.
For example, a plastic refill, scale, or comb, when rubbed with dry hair, paper or polythene gets charged and attracts pieces of paper. Number 3. The charges acquired by rubbing are static charges. They do not move. When charges move, it is electric current. Electric current is the motion of charges through a conductor.
I think we had finished this slide. Now I get it, right? I think we finished this slide. Yes.
Yes.
When did we do it? I think yesterday we had done this. Doesn't matter. We are
Yes,
doing
ma'am.
it again. So whenever you are rubbing some objects, what happens? It gets charged. What happens with that? It gets charged. And what it does? It attracts light objects. For example, pieces of paper. This process is called charging by friction. The examples are refill, maybe a plastic refill. You could take a plastic scale, a plastic comb. You rub it on your dry hair. And I had told you to do this task at home. Have you done this? You do this activity at home, beta? Hello. So when you rub it on your hair and get it to
Yes.
pieces of paper, it will start getting attracted. Now this charges, which is done by or which is created by rubbing, these are called as static charges. What are they called, beta? What are they called? Static charges. Because these charges are not moving. These charges are not moving. The charges which move, that becomes electric current. What it becomes? Boys, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am.
Can you hear me? What I said just now, the
Yes,
difference
ma'am.
between static charges and electric current? Static charge don't move. Electric current moves. That is the difference. Is it understandable?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you can see over here, you're rubbing with a piece of cloth. That is the comb.
Yes.
You're rubbing the comb with a piece of cloth and you get it with the pieces of paper, so it is getting attracted. Can you see this? It is getting attracted. Okay? It's clear? Here also you can see. See? The comb is
Yeah.
attracting the pieces of paper. In a series, see, it is in the series. These are static charges. What are they called? They are not electric current, but they are
Static
static
charges.
charges. Any problem? Any problem, beta?
No, ma'am.
Now we see the types of charges and what is the interaction. Please.
Types of charges and their interaction. There are two types of charges. They are positive charge and negative charge. Number two, two charged bodies may attract or repel each other. Number three, like charges repel each other and unlike charges attract each other.
So what are the types of charges that we observed in this slide? One is positive charge, this one. One is negative charge, this one. This much is correct? Boys, you have to say yes or no. Do you follow me or don't you follow me? That's the only difference that you have to convey. Do you follow me or not? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes? Okay. Now, if the bodies are charged, there could be two things. Either they attract each other or they push away from each other. That is, they repel each other. Now, attraction is what? That it is bringing it close. Repulsion is what? It is going away from each other. Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am.
Yeah. Look over here. This is positive and this is positive. It is ripple. Yes? This is negative and negative. Again, it is ripple. Any problem? Now to attract, what will happen? It has to be negative and positive to attract. Any problem? Any problem?
No, ma'am.
Now you can see over here, these are two balloons. What are they? Two balloons. Both are positive. It is ripple. In this case, one is positive and one is negative. This is attract. Okay? Tell me, do you have any problem? Do you have any problem to understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any problem? Yes? Have you understood or not? That like charges repel and unlike charges attract. Have you understood or not? Why no answer?
Yes, ma'am. Understood.
Again, we will do certain activities by showing that like charges repel each other. Please continue.
Like charges repel each other. Activity. Inflate two balloons and
What is
hang them in
inflate?
such a way.
Inflate means
Yes, ma'am.
blow the balloons. What is inflate? Blow the balloons. Isn't it? That is called as inflate.
Inflate
Okay?
two balloons and hang them in such a way that they do not touch each other. Rub both the balloons with a piece of woolen cloth and release them. They repel each other.
What happened? We took two balloons. You blow them
Yes.
up. You hang them with the help of string or with the help of a rod. Take either of the balloon and rub with a piece of woolen cloth. Obviously, when we are rubbing it, friction is created and there are static charges. Agree? Agree or not?
Yes, ma'am.
By rubbing, we are causing friction and the friction is giving out the static charges, right? So it is charged. So when we try to get both the balloons, what will happen? They repel each other. They will go away from each other because both the balloons have developed the same charge. So the same charge will repel each other and different charge will attract each other. I think you know that, right? Hello? Right or wrong? But if I'm not getting answer, it becomes quite boring. Either you
Ma'am, I
agree
am
or you
giving
don't
an
agree with me. Yes?
activity 2. Rub a plastic refill with polythene and place it in a glass tumbler. Rub another plastic refill with polythene and bring it near the charged refill. They repel each other.
Same thing you will do. Take a plastic refill. You know what is refill? That you using in the
Yes,
ball
ma'am.
pen. So you will rub this plastic refill with polythene and then put it in a glass tumbler. Take another plastic refill with polythene again you're rubbing and again you get it near the charged refill which is you kept in a tumbler. What will happen? They will repel each other because they are generating the same static electricity. Now, here you can see this. When we rub the balloon, it developed these charges on the sides and it will repel each other. It is going away from each other. Is it clear? Hello. Is it clear? This one, I put this refill in the glass tumbler after rubbing it with polythene. I put it away. This is also rubbed and I'm bringing it close to the refill. It will not go. It will go away from it because both of them have got static electricity. Any problem? Any problem? Why they are repelling each other? You understood? Because they have got like charges. Like charges repel, unlike charges attract. Any problem, beta?
No.
Now we see how the attraction takes place. Please continue.
Unlike charges attract each other. Activity. Charge a plastic refill by rubbing with polythene and keep it in a glass tumbler. Charge an inflated balloon by rubbing with a piece of woolen cloth and bring it near the charged plastic refill. They attract each other.
Fine. If you remember, when we rubbed the balloon had which charge? Negative. Remember? Balloon had negative charge. Yes or no? And the plastic refill will have positive charge. So when I get both the unlike charged bodies together, they will attract each other. See over here, I just want to show you. What is this charge? Can you see this negative charge? Can you see the negative charge better? Hello. What
Yes,
happened?
ma'am.
Yes. Can you see the negative charge? That is static charges developed by a balloon when you rubbed it with a woolen cloth. So you get a negative charge. When I'm rubbing it with this polythene, this will develop positive charge. You got my point? So this positive and negative charge will attract each other over here. Can you see this? So this balloon and this riffle will attract each other. Is it clear? Hope you have understood because balloon has got negative charge and riffle has got positive charge. Any problem? At least you should be explaining this all these things to me. Rather than me explaining to you, you should be explaining to me. Because activities are very simple. What do you say? Yes? You should take the lead. Okay, ma'am, I will explain. Do you understand? Or you want to get everything from me? You don't want to give anything from your side? Boys, hello? Interact, beta. More you interact, more you learn. Is it okay? Hello? What happened?
Understood.
This one you understood? The balloon and riffle attracting each other because balloon has got negative charge and riffle has got positive charge. So unlike charges attract. Now, this activity I think we had done in 7th standard. If you remember, I had got some balloons. Do you remember? And it got stuck to the wall. So what you do, you rub the balloon and you get it near the hair. See, hair will be attracted because this is negative and the hair is positive. So it gets attracted. Any problem? Again, we are showing the static electricity. Say something better. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
These are all the examples of static electricity. Okay. So it is attracting. Now let's see what are the charges acquired by different objects. Please.
Number C. Charges acquired by different objects. A glass rod rubbered with silk gets positively charged. A plastic rod rubbered with fur gets negatively charged.
So it depends upon by which you are rubbing it. The object with which you are rubbing it, the object will get the charges. For example, let's take the first one, a glass rod. When it is rubbed with silk, which charge it gets? Positively charged. Whereas we take plastic rod, when you are rubbing with fur, you know what is fur? You know what is fur, beta? The hair of animal. That is called fur. Hope you understand. Now that becomes negatively charged. Okay? This you have to remember. Hello. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now in this case, if you get same charges over here, so this will go away. If you get these two things, rods, With different charges, it will be attracting. So it is coming on this side and this is also coming on this side. Do you understand? Do you understand better? Over here, the rods, you are either rubbing with fur or rubbing with silk. If you are rubbing with fur, it is getting negative charges. If you are rubbing with silk, it's getting positive charges and both of them attract each other. Yes, you understood or not? Because the rod becomes negative and the fur becomes positive. The rod becomes positive and the fur becomes negative. You understand? Not fur, the silk becomes negative. Hope you have understood. So it's the material that you are taking, with which you are having friction or with which you are rubbing. It all depends upon the material that you are taking for rubbing the glass rod. Understand? Because here you can see that a glass rod, when rubbed with silk, becomes positive, and a plastic rod, when it's rubbed with fur, gets negative. Hope you understood. So the object all depends upon the object with which you are having friction. You just have to mug it a bit. Just learn it by heart. Okay. So these are the frictional order. Let me do it. First one is wool, then flannel. Flannel is a very soft textile for sealing bags, glass, paper, silk, hand, rubber, amber. Amber is a type of gum. Ebonite is a type of a rod, metal, plastic. Okay, now read. Read better.
When any of these materials are rubbed together, the one in the higher order get positive charge and the one in the lower order get negative charge. A glass rod rubbed with silk gets positive charge. An ebonite rod rubbed with fur gets negative charge.
So what we observed here, that all these are positive. But when we come down, then these becomes negative. Is it clear now? So it's in the order. Starting it's positive, then it becomes negative. Any problem? Hello, any problem? Did you understand or not?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am.
Did you understand? So it's in the order. So when you start, when you begin, all of them are positive. Okay? But as you go down, this becomes negative. So all these ebonite, amber, all these are negative. Okay? Again the same thing, repetition, revision rather, types of charges and their interaction. Please, activity.
Types of charges and their interaction. Number A. Inflate two balloons. Hang them in such a way that they do not touch each other. Rub both the balloons with a woolen cloth and release them. What do you observe?
What do you
But
observe? No, tell me, what do you observe? What do you observe? Why don't you understand better? I'm asking you a certain question. I need an answer. What do you understand by this activity? We have already done it earlier. What can you see from this figure? Boys, Urge, can you? Mohammed Abbas? Can any of you explain what's going on? Hello? Can anyone explain what is happening? So these are rubbed. Both of them are rubbed. So it has become static force. Now both are having developed the same charges, negative. Both are having negative charges. So they are repelling. What is this? Repel. Can't you see it is going away from each other better? So it is repelling away from each other. You understood? That we have already done. All these slides are just a part of revision, remember. Okay, have you understood now, Moinuddin? Hello, boys, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Answer then. If you hear me, then answer. Why don't you answer? Reading is not everything. You have to even interact. You have to even give me. You have to ask me. That is called interaction. And I'm waiting for that. So have you understood this? Why they are repelling each other, beta? Because a charged balloon will repel the another charged balloon. Because both the charges are same. The same charges will repel each other. Any problem? Boys, any problem, beta? What's wrong? Answer me. Boys, answer me, beta.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now we will repeat the same activity with pen refills. It's again the form of repetition. Please continue. We have done the balloon. Like charges repel each other. Now we will see unlike charges attract each other. Okay, start. Start.
Now let us repeat this activity with the used pen refills. Rub one refill with polythene. Place it carefully in a glass using the tumbler as a stand. Rub the other refill also with polythene. Bring it close to the charge refill. Be careful not to touch the charge and with your hand. Is there any effect on the refill in the
Tumbler.
tumbler? Do the two attract each other or repel each other?
Tell me what will be the answer, beta. Will they attract or will they repel? Just give me. What is the answer? Will the two refills attract each other or they will repel each other? Again, you are becoming quiet. Hello. What will happen, beta? Age standard. Will the refill repel or attract? Hello. Boys,
Yes,
do you
ma'am.
hear me? Will it repel or attract, beta? Tell me. Both are refills, remember that. So, will it develop the same charge or different charge? I mean, do you understand what I am asking? Hello. Can anyone answer me, beta?
Is what?
I asked you a question, I think so. That you have charged the refills, you are bringing those refills together. Will the refills repel or attract?
Will they will attract?
Why? Now give me the reason why. On what basis they will attract? Both are refills, I said that. Both are refills. And you are rubbing it with polythene. You are not doing that. You are rubbing one refill with polythene and one refill with silk. You are not doing that. You are rubbing both the refills with polythene. So obviously the charges will be the same. Please understand what I have written over here. Please take care. If I rub polythene with refill, the pen refill, and I rub silk with pen refill, then yes, it will attract. Why? Because the material to have rubbed these refills are different. So it will produce different charges. But here we are talking about that both the plastic refills are rubbed by polythene. So obviously charges got to be the same. What do you say? Boys, what do you say, beta? Hello? 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 Eighth standard. Do you understand now? What I said just now, did you understand? Hello, boys. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
So you will see repulsion. What you will see? A charge ripple will repel the other charge ripple. You understand? Because I was rubbing the ripple with polythene. Both the ripples are charged by rubbing the polythene. So the charges will be the same. So when the charges are same, obviously it will repel. You understand? Same charges repel, unlike charges attract. Okay, start.
It is a convention to call the charge acquired by a glass rod when it is rubbed with silk as positive. The
What you have
other
to
kind
remember?
of charge.
What you have to remember now? That you have to take it for granted. Whenever you are rubbing this glass rod with silk, yes, so glass rod will become positive. This glass rod will become positive. This much you have to understand. Whenever I am rubbing a glass rod with silk, the glass rod will become positive and silk will become negative. Do you understand? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Next.
The
Yes,
other
better.
kind of charge is said to be negative. It is observed that when a charged glass rod is brought near a charged plastic straw rubbed with polythene, there is attraction between the two.
Now, what we see, one charged glass rod, right? Okay, one charged glass rod. Now, I can say this is positive, and one charged plastic straw, it is negative. There is attraction. Got it now?
Yes, ma'am.
Hello. Okay. How this charge is transferred? Let's see. So we are rubbing, so charges are transferred, isn't it, from one body to another? How this happens, we will see. Start better.
Transfer of charge. Take an empty jam bottle. Take a piece of cardboard slightly bigger in size
Mouth of the
than
bottle.
the mouth than the mouth of the bottle. Pierce a hole in it so that a metal paper clip can be inserted. Open out the paper clip. Cut two strips of aluminum foil about 4 centimeters into 1 centimeter each. Hang them on the paper clip.
Fine. Now this is what? This is electroscope. What are we making better? It's a device which is known as electroscope. You understood? Hello. So what we take? We take a
Yes,
jam
ma'am.
bottle. We take a jam bottle. Then what we put? We put a cardboard. Can you see this cardboard better? This is jam bottle. Agree? And we put a cardboard on the mouth. Understood? Then next what we will do? We'll put a hole in the cardboard in the center. Got it? So that I can insert a metal paper clip. So I've opened the metal paper clip. Can you see this? This is metal paper clip. I've opened the metal paper clip and inserted inside the cardboard. Okay. Then we have to take two strips of aluminum foil. You can see over here there is two strips of aluminum foil. Can you see this? This is two strips of aluminum foil. We will hang it on the paper clip and our device is ready. Any problem in understanding?
No,
Any
ma'am.
problem with that? Okay, fine. Because these are all new things, so that's the reason that I'm repeating it again and again. Now read.
And set the paper clip in the cardboard lid so that it is perpendicular to it. Charge a refill and touch it with end of the paper clip. Observe what happens.
What happened?
Is there an effect on the foil strips? Do they repel each other or attract each other? Now touch other charged body with the end of the paper clip. Do foil strips behave in the same way in all cases, while the foil strips repel each other?
What is written over here? Now I put the paper clip in the cardboard so that it becomes perpendicular. Can you see this is perpendicular? So it is making a straight line perpendicular. Yes or no? 90 degree. It is perpendicular. You agree? Boys, do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then we will charge a refill. We'll rub the refill with a cloth. And then what I will do? I will get this refill. See, can you see this refill, beta? See, this is the refill. Can you see this refill? And at the end of the paper clip, I'm touching it. Is it clear? All of you, can you see? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
ma'am.
What will happen? Is the foil, the aluminum foil strips, is it coming close or it is going away from each other? That is what we have to see. Let's see what is the answer. Please read better. Read better. Please read.
Yes, ma'am. The aluminum foil strips receive the same charge from the charge refill through the paper clip. Remember that metals are good conductor of electricity. The strips carrying similar charges repel each other and they become wide open. Such a device can be used to test whether an object is carrying charge or not. The device is known as electroscope.
What happened? Why you rushed? Hmm? Are you tired? Then I will ask someone else to take it up better. Are you tired? Moinuddin?
Yes, ma'am.
You are tired? Okay, I will ask someone else to take it up then. Fine. So don't worry, take rest. Now the aluminum foil strips that we have kept inside the jam bottle, it is getting the same charge from the charge refill. If the charge refill is negative, the paper clip is also getting the negative charge, and from paper clip it is going to the aluminum foil. So it is both are getting the negative charge. Because we know that paper clip is metal, they're good conductors of electricity, so the charge is flowing down. Now strips are carrying the same charge because the metal is having the same charge, the metal is giving the same charge to aluminum foil. What will happen? They will repel each other and they become like this. They become wide open like this. You understand? This is the clip. Is it clear? You understand or not? So they will go away from each other. Okay? This device to test whether an object is carrying charge or not, this is called as electroscope. What it is called, beta? What it is called?
Electroscope.
Electroscope. I think you have understood. Okay. Now carry on. Let's define. Read better. Hello, read it. Can anyone read it better? Mohammed Abbas? Or should I take on? Can anyone read or should I start better reading? Okay. So what we see that electric charge is transferring from a charged object to another through a metal conductor. What we observe, the refill was charged. From there, it goes to the paper clip. And from paper clip, it is going to the metal, that is aluminum foil. Is it clear? Is it clear? So there's a transfer of charge from the refill to the paper clip to the aluminum foil. Is it clear? Is it clear? So through how it happened? Through the conductor. Now what you will do, if you touch the end of the paper clip with hand obviously, you will see that the foil strips will start dancing. Okay, what happens? That they will come close to each other. Now, original place was this. This is original place. And when you are touching with the riffle, the one end of the paper clip, it becomes wide. It becomes wide. But when you touch with your hand or a finger, it again comes back to its original place. Is it clear? That means the static electricity is gone. So they come back to the original state. You keep on charging this foil by touching the paper clip. And every time you will see, when you touch the paper clip, the strip will collapse. And as soon as you touch the, what you call it, the riffle, the plastic riffle to one end of the pin, it will go away from each other. You understood? So what is the reason? That the foil strips, it loses the charge to the earth through your body because we are standing on the floor. So the charge goes to the earth. So it comes back to its original position. But as soon as when you touch the one end of the metallic strip, not the metal, sorry, it's one end of the paper clip with the charged refill, it will go away from each other. So what do you say? When it loses a charge, and when we touch the one end of the paper clip, it comes back to its original position. That means it loses its charge. That means the strips are discharged. What will say? The strips are, which strips with the aluminum strips are discharged. This process of transfer of energy or transfer of charge from charged object. What was the charged object, beta? It was the riffle. The plastic riffle was a charged object to earth. When we touch the uh, paper clip, one end of the paper clip. So we are earthing it. This is called as earthing. What it is called? Boys, what it is called? Earthing. You understand? So when we touch the one end of the electroscope, the aluminum foil comes back to its original position. And when you get the charged plastic refills and touch it with the one end of the paper clip of the electroscope, the aluminum foil goes away from each other. Any problem? So when we touch it, that means it is getting discharged due to earthing. Any problem? Any problem, beta? Boys, any problem? So this is what phenomena that we are using it for earthing
Right.
process. Yes. What happened, beta? For earthing, you want to read? Do you want to read, beta? Because you people are not reading, so I'm reading it. So this phenomena we are using for earthing process. So it is a safety measures which is given to buildings so protect from electrical shocks whenever there is a leakage of electric current. So it does not catch fire, but it goes to the earth. So that is called as earthing. What it is called, beta? What it is called? The houses does not catch fire. The house does not catch fire. Why? Because of earthing. You understood? It goes straight to the earth. The leakage of current goes straight to the earth. And this is a safety measure. I think we come to an end of today's session. Is there any problem so far in understanding? Hello, boys? Any problem in understanding better? Eighth standard? Hello. Hello. Is there any problem? Hello, beta. Is there any problem, beta? Did you understand or not regarding the electroscope? Okay, then I call it a day. Keep smiling and stay happy. Bye, beta.